This is an interesting comment. He says 7 signings is a bit of an overcorrection, if you ask me. Now, normally I'd agree with you. Okay. Normally I'd agree with you. But you got to think about what those signings are coming in to do. So start with the goalkeeper. Kepa Arrizabalaga is coming in to replace Neto. That's not correction, that's replacement. You think about the midfield, we've lost 2 and we've brought in 2. So again, is that overcorrecting the squad? I think it's clear that we've taken a slightly different direction in terms of the players that we've signed for that midfield in Norgard and Zubimendi. But those signings had to be made because we lost 2. So those 3 signings, at least, I don't think can be categorized as overcorrection. But I do worry that when you change too much, and, last season was a really kind of difficult one, I think, to make sense of, because it was clear that injuries had caused us so many issues. When you have that volume of injuries over the course of a season, it's very easy to start to think that you're really short and that your team is not good enough. And yes, I think we can make the argument looking at squad numbers that this Arsenal group was a little bit short, but is it as short as it seemed last season? No. The injuries kind of really shone a light on the kind of shortcomings that we do have and did have as a squad. And that led to people maybe believing that we needed to do more this summer, than we maybe actually needed to. So I think there's a danger of falling into that trap. I think that Arsenal are right to go out and bring in multiple players, especially given the number of players that we've lost. I expect us to lose more as well between now and the end of the window. So the balance might look quite different in terms of incomings versus outgoings by the time the window closes. But some of these signings were necessities, as Mikel put it, more than they were sort of overcorrections, in my opinion. But I understand your concern, because when you change a lot, and there is a fear that we're maybe doing that this summer, you risk needing time for everybody to gel, and you risk actually taking a step back before you can take steps forward again. And given the point that we're at, people only want to see steps forward, and I completely understand that.